Here's a game that is fucking as awesome as a video of Taylor Swift and Jennifer Aniston violating each other with beer bottles. It's Warhammer 40k for the PS3. Okay, so the game starts out with a kick-ass opening of you jetpacking off an airship or spaceship or whatever the fuck it is. And you'll get a nice tutorial level to start with. Some people don't like these and think people should read the manuals in order to play games. Well, to all those people, I say go suck a polar bear's dick. I love these because I actually do the fucking move instead of reading about the fucking move in the fucking book. I mean, what happens after you lose the manual and you can't find any info online? You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. I mean, you're fucked harder than a rhinoceros sodomizing a chihuahua. So you land on a planet and play as Captain Titus and get 2 other Marines that follow and help a little with the games. And one's a novice, the other's a sergeant. Young one will become more important later, so you'll blast your way through about 56 zillion orcs. And it's not that difficult. The controls are really good and fluid, and the gun's responsive. And you can switch from the ranged weapon to the melee ones in a second and a half. And trust me, you'll need to do this a lot. Even though this shit looks the same, it's actually pretty easy to know where you're going. You see, this what happens when programmers actually care about what the fuck they put out. So eventually you'll fight your way to the command post, and you'll meet up with a lieutenant that's the leader of the planetary defenses. And wouldn't you know it, it's a woman. I think somebody has something to say about that. Hey, Feminist Frequency. I think this is what you would call a strong female character in video games. Oh wait, because she doesn't have a lead role, that means the fucking thing is sexist. Yeah, I know, War Corps is supposed to take care of you, but, well, hell, I just felt the need to put a little shot at you. But even if she was the lead, she'd just be the fighting fuck toy anyway, now wouldn't she? Seriously, this game is so good, not even a bag of cunt rot known as Anita Sarkeesian can bring this game down. Alright, back to the review. Okay, so you'll continue to slaughter orcs and get cool execution scene after scene until they start to get old. And they will. Trust me. That's because for some fucking reason that makes about as much sense as trying to breed a walrus with a whale, you have to do these execution moves to regain health. May I ask why? Why not health packs? Why covering yourself with blood? Did I miss the part that states the Ultramarines are fucking vampires? This wouldn't be such a pain in the ass if it weren't for the fact that at times in the game, you'll be getting shot at from above and ambushed from below, and you have to do these execution moves that do take a while to pull off, and you can actually lose more health than you're going to regain. But it's kind of a minor complaint because it doesn't happen all that often. So that is minor. Okay, so did I already state that you kill a lot of orcs in this game? Well, that's an understatement because you'll kill millions before this motherfucker is over. That's okay because that's all these things do is fight humans or each other. I mean, it even says in the game, if you kill the orc leader, the WOG as it's called in the game, they're going to break apart and kill each other until there's only a few left and a new leader has emerged. That does give me a question about orcs, though. Okay, so there's this society, right? It lives to fight, and that's all. They're going to fight as one unit till their leader dies, and then they'll turn on each other until they're all mostly dead, until the new leader emerges from the rubble. How the fuck did this society build fucking anything? How do these things that live to fight make sophisticated things like spaceships, weapons, clothing, and other shit resembling technology? If going by their logic, and all they're programmed to do is kill each other, they'd stay on one fucking planet, constantly killing each other. So eventually you'll meet up with this guy named Drogon, who looks about as suspicious as a guy wearing a trench coat in front of a fucking cargo van parked across from Kindercare. Anyway, he says you have to get this experimental power source that's powered by warp, whatever the fuck that means. So you go down and get the fucking power source, and then the orc boss comes in and fucks that all up, forcing Titus to grab the power source with his bare hands and put it in the container. Much to the surprise of everyone, he survives it, and you move on. The next stop is to kill 4 million more orcs on the way to the Spire. There, you'll supposedly be able to destroy the magical piece of shit. But what happens predictably? It doesn't work out, and the gateway to chaos is opened, and now shit has really hit the fan. Oh, and of course Drogon's a double fucking agent, or a shell of chaos, or some fucking thing like that. While some of the orcs can be tough, the chaos forces do not fuck around. Especially the ones where their chaos power armor is just as strong as you. But before that, you end up getting this hammer, which is the fucking greatest weapon in the goddamn game by far, with one possible exception in the game. There is a part in the game that if you have the hammer, you are fucking boned. Why? You need all 4 ranged weapons, and the drawback with a hammer is you only get the 2 ranged weapons. One being your infinite weapon, I believe at that point in the game it's the plasma pistol, and the other one being your machine gun. Now, the machine gun's not the most powerful weapon in the game, so there is one part where you do need all 4 weapons, but outside of that, take that hammer every chance you get and smash your way to victory. So after Chaos is released and all hell breaks loose, you gotta seal that motherfucker back up. And you're kind of nearing the end of the game. The battle with the orc boss is pretty cool, and if you have the hammer, it's not really that bad. I just want to talk a little bit about the jetpack that is necessary in the Spire stage. For some fucking reason, a Space Marine can't jump on his own. I mean, not even a little. So he has to use the jetpack to jump. Now, for the most part, it's not much of a hindrance until the Spire, because the Spire requires precision jumping, and the pack is a little bit clunky and clumsy, but with a little practice, you'll have no problem getting it. The final battle is a little odd for what the rest of the game is. You battle the Chaos Demigod. It's not a fight like the others. Instead, you fall with this demigod and push buttons at the right time, and you rip his face off after a few minutes. I mean, it's not a fight like any other boss fight in the entire game, but whatever, still looks cool. So, that's the game. Oh, trust me, there's an ending. But you know what? You may need a beer for this. Trust me. Pause it. Pause the fucking video and grab a beer. You're gonna need it for this. Trust me. I know I will.
The damned Inquisition is here.
At the end here, that little shit soldier calls the fucking Inquisition and they haul Titus away. Okay, Titus is an ultramarine who just got done falling 60 stories while sending a 20-foot-tall chaos god back to hell with his bare fucking hands. And he won't fuck with the Inquisition soldiers. There's like 5 of them. I don't know how badass the Inquisition soldiers are, but I really think Titus could probably beat the fuck out of all of them by himself. But he doesn't, and he goes with them, and that's the game. Jesus Christ. Talk about depressing fucking endings. I really wanted the last scene to be Titus ripping the other Marine's fucking head off rather than giving a fucking speech. But, that aside, is Warhammer 40k a great game? Yes, it is. If you like, actually, just great games in general, because this game is an awesome game in too many subcategories to fucking mention, it's a must-have. Right now, you can probably pick it up. I think actually I've seen it at fucking Target for like 20 bucks. Go out, buy it, treat yourself. Trust me, you'll be treating yourself to a great, great, great fucking game.